Suppose a boat leaves port, travels 10 miles, turns 20 degrees, and travels another 8 miles. How far from port is the boat? So we have our nice little picture here. This boat started at the port, drove 10 miles. It would continue this direction, but it turned 20 degrees and it traveled 8 more miles. We want to know how far the boat is from the port. Well, you can use your law of cosines for this one. Let's label these, well, it really doesn't matter. We know this side, and we kind of know the angle between them. If it makes a straight line, these two angles added together have to be 180 degrees, right? That means that this angle is 160 degrees. Supplementary angles. Alright, so we know two sides and the angle between them. So the question mark, we'll just call it A. So A squared is equal to the sum of the squares of these two minus 2 times the product of those two times cosine of the angle. So 64 plus 100 minus 16 times 10 adding those two together we get 164. Okay, so we need to solve for A. To do that, we need to take the square root of both sides. And normally you do plus or minus, but again, we're looking for the side of a triangle, which can't really be negative. So we need the square root of 164 minus 160 cosine of 160. And we get 17.7. So what does that mean? This is in miles, this one is in miles, so this side will also be in miles. That means that the boat is 17.7 miles from port. Okay, our next formula is called Heron's formula. This is how you can find the area of a triangle when you're given the measure of all three sides. S in this formula is the sum of all the sides divided by 2. So it's half the perimeter of the triangle, also called the semi-perimeter. Okay, so you just really put it into that formula. Find the area of this triangle. Well, the area is equal to, well, first of all, we need to know what S is. It's going to be 7 plus 10 plus 15 divided by 2. 7 plus 10 plus 15 divided by 2. So S is going to be 16 in this case. So it's the square root of 16. 16 minus A. A is 10. 16 minus B. B is 15. And 16 minus C. And C is 7. Okay, so what do we get? The square root of something. 16 times 6 times 9. 864. Which is approximately how much area? 29.4. Now remember, we're looking for area, which means we're dealing with square units. So if all of our sides had been given some sort of unit like inches or meters or something like that, you would have square inches or square meters.